Hi, my name's Charlie Martin. I'm documenting my journey to SMA success, or if I end up changing in a year or two, I'll document that too, I guess. It's been a horrible week for me. If I show you guys here, you can see I've made 450 dials and I've got no appointments booked. So it has been pretty horrible. Tuesday, only gotten 50 dials. I was up at 5 a.m. recording a video shoot for a chauffeur company. So I spent about 5 or 6 hours doing that. And I was just bent when I got home. So I only got 50 dials in. I wasn't too unhappy with myself for only getting the 50 dials in because I was actually doing something and I was working. So I wasn't too annoyed with myself. Thursday, I did actually go out to stay over at a person's house. We ended up staying up all night pretty much. So at 6 a.m., I didn't want to miss out on my 100 dials the next day. So at 6 a.m., walked about 6 or 7k to the train station, 20-minute train ride home, walked another 20 minutes, half an hour home, slept for a few hours, then got my 100 dials in. So I am dedicated to trying to get my work done. Pretty horrible results this week. So I have a really, even after looking at past results, I do have a really strong feeling that I just suck ass. So I think I'm not sure exactly which part of my I'm not sure which part of my approach needs the work, but I just know it doesn't need work. So that could be my tone, that could be my script. I'm not sure, and that's what sucks the most. Because if I had someone here to tell me your script sucks balls, fix your tone, you loser, I'd greatly appreciate it. I think for me as well, I'm really, really confident that if someone had given me a script and said, have this tone, I could master it within a day. I think I do have the confidence in my abilities. I have the conviction in my voice. I can put it on, but I'm just not sure when to put it on, what tone to take. As in, if I sound really, really happy and super happy, oh hey John, maybe I sound too salesy. And that's for me, that's where my issue is that I could definitely pull it off. I believe I could, but it's just knowing when to pull it off and what to pull off, kind of, and when to do it, as well as, is my offer strong enough? Is it a good script? I have also gotten a tiny bit sidetracked because I did see a guy, actually an Irish guy, and he does mentoring and all that usual shit that everyone's doing nowadays. But he done social media management, which I thought was pretty interesting because he done social media management. And why is that shaking? Fuck, there we go. Okay. Anyway, he done social media management, and he said, usually he would charge around a thousand bucks a month for that, to manage a business of social media. So, and that would include them recording content as well a lot of the time. Alternatively, he said, you'd hire a local videographer. My way, I think I could do it and be, special, is that if I was to target local, Kildare, Dublin, in Ireland, I could say, I'll drive up there for a day and I'll record a video shoot, and you'll have content for the next 30 days that you can use and reuse on every platform. Which could be a good selling point, because maybe if you have something like a restaurant who know they have to put something out to bring people in, there's a good chance that they might pay that. On the other hand, the reason I always went for the Facebook ads, I always thought it'd be easier to sell, because I am actually selling a business directly more profit. I'm saying, if you spend $1,000 in ad spend and $1,000 with me, I will get you X in profit based on, your average project turnover and your margins. So I can actually sell more money in a way. But with the likes of social media management, it's not as clear to them whether it'll work, whether it won't work. But then the other side to it is that when they pay that $1,000, they are actually getting, a month's worth of content, which could be 20 to 30 videos, and they get to keep them. So even though you could say maybe it's not guaranteed to make more money, what they are actually getting is guaranteed. It's there. But with the likes of the Facebook ads, I'm not fully sure I can actually deliver on that. Now, if I was on a call, I do have full confidence and conviction. I am totally deluded that I will get a business the results I say I will, but I actually know it's a fact that I can deliver on content creation because I have done it before. I do actually enjoy doing it. It's what I was doing on Tuesday morning. It was actually my dad's show for a company, hence why, unfortunately, I haven't gotten paid. The reason I'm targeting America and I haven't targeted locally in Ireland already is because to niche down, Ireland's too small a market to niche down in. And because I'm niching down on roofers, there's also barely any roofers in Ireland, because really roofing in Ireland, we've no big storms ever, we've no big issues. So roofing in Ireland is brand new houses or really, really old houses. It's not as common as it is in the States, which means that there's not many people for me to even call. No matter the niche I go into, if I'm in Ireland, there's just not many people to call. But with the likes of the social media management, that I don't feel like you have to niche down as much, because it's just a matter of recording videos and posting. Obviously, you can say we do this type of post to grow this type of business. So niching down always helps. But depending on the business, niche might not be so important. As in, if you're targeting restaurants, really you just got food. You don't need to post educational content if you're a fucking restaurant. Maybe if you're targeting fitness coaches, you need, one pillar which is education, one pillar which is lifestyle, one pillar which is testimonials of why you should work with this guy. And that I'd understand why you'd niche down, because there's actually a process to it. But I think you could probably get away with anything really without a niche for the first while. That's why I'm not targeting Ireland at the moment, is because to niche down in anything, you're talking probably like 100, 200 whole companies in Ireland. Now there could be more, but talking about realistic companies that might be able to afford it is 100 or 200. And that could be 100 receptionists out of those, and 100 guys who just don't care anyway. So it's not to say that's impossible. There are obviously a lot of marketing companies in Ireland, but if I'm going to niche down and just the way I'm doing it, I'm just going to target America for now. But like I said, with the social media management, it could be a pretty viable option and a pretty strong option for me to say I'll go into them in person. And because I don't exactly have to niche down for social media management, it could be viable for that sense for Ireland, because Ireland got such a small market and everything really. Yeah, so that has been my 8th week in SMMA. Absolutely shite. I need to work on my script and my tone. I just wish I had some help or something, just something to know where I am going wrong, other than your cold calls are wrong. If I could be more specific on what part of the script it is, or my tone or something, I would love that. But it is just a learning game, and that's the way I see it. And again, like I said in the last video, that's why I focus on winning the battles you can win, such as 100 dials a day, and not focusing on the battles you can't, such as X appointments this week. That all being said, and how bad it is, I'm not unmotivated, I'm still delusional. I still think I can do this. So I'm going to keep pushing forward and keep dialing, and possibly look into the social media management side of things, just for local businesses, because if I could get a local business in my county, or in the county next to me, Dublin, which has our capital city, that could work. So perhaps I might look at sending DMs to businesses or something like that. But I'm definitely still pushing forward just as much with the whole Facebook ads thing. Still doing my 100 dials a day. I've just got a bit to think about, because I don't want to get shiny object syndrome and switch service or switch offer every few weeks. Yeah, it's a tough decision to make, because sometimes it does kind of look cool, the social media management, but I just don't want to get caught up in this thing of switching all the time, because that's when you end up making no money, is when you switch all the time and you don't give yourself a chance to get good at anything. But it's something I'm going to consider, definitely. Alright, well that has been my 8th week. Subscribe if you want to watch me succeed. However long it takes, I'll keep going until I succeed. So you could be here for a few weeks to watch me succeed, you could be here for a few years, but I think it'll be interesting for you to see.